Sunnah protectors of the Sunnah. Sunnah protectors of the Sunnah.
Alhamdulillah wa salat wa salam ala wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of Sunnah Followers Tawheed class. And this is the class that is the essence of Islam. You know, a lot of people are new to Islam, and they always ask the question, since I just converted, what should I learn? What should I focus on studying? Well, the rest of your life is going to be spent focusing on Tawheed, what it means to believe in Allah. And you're going to spend the rest of your life checking your belief system to assure that it is correct. Because if a person's belief system is not correct, if it's just tainted a little bit, that can prevent you from entering paradise, because Allah will not accept no way other than true Islam. And Islam is an Arabic word that means complete submission to his will. And every day of our lives as Muslims is spent testing to see if we will yield and submit to Allah's will. The trials that you incur with your family, the hardships you experience at the job, the hardships you experience from your neighbors, the sickness that afflicts you, the pain, the bad news of other people you love suffering. Okay, this is how Allah tests us to see if we truly are upon the correct belief system. And unfortunately, most of us fail the test. You know, there's a wonderful hadith that I always remind myself of, probably at least 3 times a week. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked, how does a person know? One of the companions asked him, O Messenger of Allah, how do we know if we are strong and secure in our belief in Allah? The Prophet said, you will know whenever something bad happens. Your first reaction to receiving bad news, your initial reaction to anything of discomfort, that will determine how strong or how weak your belief in Allah is. And if you think about your life experiences, the things you incurred in life with your families, yourselves, sicknesses, how did you react? Did you scream and holler? Did you say, oh no, not me? Why me? Why this? Why? Questioning why? Or did you say, oh God, Allah, oh Allah, inna lillahi, inna ilayhi rajiun, oh Allah, give me the strength to deal with this. Oh Allah, give me the strength to overcome this. Did you do that? That determines your initial response or your initial reaction when something bad happens. That is what determines, you know, how strong or weak you are in your faith. And I want you guys to always pay attention to that. Whenever you receive bad news or whenever something bad happens in your life, think about your first reaction to it. The way you react determines if you are truly of those who believe in Allah or if you are a hypocrite. Okay? And with that said, we've been discussing the names of Allah. And the reason why I've come back to this is Allah, He tells us to study His names and to apply His names as attributes to ourselves. By doing this, this is how we evolve into people of faith. people of belief. This is how we evolve into people who can handle the trials of life, because we know what our purpose is. We know that we were simply put here on this planet to be tested in our belief in Allah. So that's why we're breaking down these names of Allah. Again, I'm going to always go back to this. You know, I'll take a break away from it and teach you something different like we did about death and sickness, but we're going to go back to the names, do a few of these names to see how much you've grown in your understanding of Allah. And then we'll go back to another different topic. Okay, so with that said, let me put the name for today up on the screen for us to review. And let me open up my screen here and do the screen share thing. And by the way, yesterday's name, I did post it up today on Facebook. You can go to my profile page or to the Sunnah Followers group page. For those of you who are new to joining us, if you're not on the Facebook Sunnah Followers group page, please try to send me an invite so I can put you on there, because that's where everything is at. And also my profile, there's a lot of people that follow me. It's on the profile too. Okay, let me get the PowerPoint up for today's name. Okay. Let's see how well you guys do today with this. Yesterday was a struggle for many of you because you weren't paying attention. So I want you guys to remember, Allah designed it, whereas you cannot walk and chew gum and try to figure him out. It's going to take your undivided attention. So like I told you yesterday, put the kids down, stop cooking, stop talking on the telephone or whatever it is you guys do, watching television. You can't learn this and watch The Simpsons. You got to put all that stuff aside. Allah He wants you to focus solely on him. Otherwise, you're going to be lost with this, like you guys were lost with it yesterday. And by the way I am teaching you the meaning and incorporation of Allah's names, this is how the Prophet taught the companions. You're not going to learn to do this from any other daya here in America. They do it overseas in the Arabic countries. This is how they teach the names of Allah in Egypt. I have relatives there and they are daya, and that's how they teach. You know, this is how they teach the names of Allah in the Emirates. I have relatives there. That's how they teach. This is also how they teach the names of Allah in Kuwait and Bahrain. So you'll find this being taught in the Arabic countries. Okay, but they're not English speaking people. You know, here in America, I have yet to see any daya teach the names of Allah the way I do in English. I haven't seen it yet. So you're only going to get that here. So let's put the name up on the screen, and everyone has to concentrate. Turn the TV off, turn your phones off, tell your children to go sit down, or they can participate, because you'd be surprised how good the kids do at this. So the name for today is AlKabeer. AlKabeer, for those of you who are in the beginner's Arabic class, the Quran reading class, and the Arabic class. Where's Precious? Precious? Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you tell me what letter and vowel is this right here that I'm pointing to? The dot is at the bottom and the line at the bottom. So what vowel is this? And what letter? Say it again.
Is it ba?
Okay, but what is the sound? Look at the vowel at the bottom.
Oh, E, so B.
Good job. Good job. See how you reading the Quran already and only had one class with me. I told you I have you reading in 30 days. That's Layla. Nobody else can do it, but Layla can. Okay, and who else is here? Latifa. Is Latifa in there? Anybody? Can somebody answer me? Because I don't have the screen down. Is Latifa in there?
No, she's not.
Okay, and who else is in our beginners class? Salimata, is she in there? Anybody else in the beginners Arabic class in there?
I am.
Okay, what letter is this? And look at the vowel at the top. Look at this. It's like, look at this. We did do this one yesterday, right? Yeah.
That's Ka.
Okay, good job. See, you're reading the Quran already. Khabir, Khabir. So you already got the first part of the second word. Khabir. Well, then I'm going to teach you them other letters this week. You'll be able to look at this and say AlKabeer. You'll be able to read this whole word. Y'all be able to read this whole word, inshallah, by the end of the week. So this is one of the names of Allah. AlKabeer. 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 And what does that name translate into English to mean? Well, if we translate this name into English, it means the most grand. The most grand, or in Francais, grand. For those of you who speak French, grand. Okay, the most grand. The most grand. And we don't use that type of English in America. You go to the United Kingdom, you'll hear them say, oh, she's a grand woman. Okay, but we don't use this word. This is part of the dead English for us in America. Remember, America is urban slang. Okay, so tell me, when Allah says he is the most grand, what does that mean in English? Who can break it down? What does it mean when he says he is the most grand? And it doesn't mean big and fat like it does in Francais. En français, il est grand, mais n'est-ce pas grand? C'est différent en anglais. C'est différent en anglais. Okay, so who can tell me what does grand mean? Grand mean, oh, grand mean in English. Come on, guys, give me the meaning. Go to dictionary.com. Allah is AlKabeer. He is the most grand. What does that mean?
Dictionary.com says impressive in size, appearance, or in general.
Okay, so what this word means in English is the most impressive. Impressive. Okay. Sister Awa, tell them how to say that. I got a French person here, a brother in France. Tell them how to say impressive in French, Awa. She's never around, I need her. Nadia, tell them say the word impressive in French for this brother. Okay, well, anyway, grand is also a meaning too. I thought they might have a different word, but they're never around when I need them. That's why they can't get these questions answered. They never pay attention. Okay, AlKabeer. Allah is the most grand, or in other words, he is the most impressive. I don't mean grand, meaning he's fat, because in French you say elle est grande or il est grand. You know, we're not saying they're big and fat. We mean the other meaning, they're impressive. Good job, Nadia. Impressionant. Good job. There it is. Nadia got it on Facebook. Impressionant. That's it. They typed it on Facebook. But a brother on Facebook, look on your Facebook page. Nadia's typed that French word for you. Okay. That's a much better meaning in France. In French, en français. I speak Creole French, so it's a little different than Parisian. Okay, but here we go. AlKabeer, the most impressive. Do you guys know what impressive means? Precious, read the definition for impressive for those people who don't know what that means. We have to break it down to the lowest common denominator. Just like in mathematics, to understand algebra, you break it down to the lowest common denominator. Well, guess what? The same when it comes to English, especially American English. Break it down to the most simple meaning, because most Americans don't understand words over 4 letters. That's the truth. That's a fact. So tell them what the most impressive mean. What does impressive mean? Dictionary.com, break it down. Not important, Alayli, not magnificent. That's a different name. There's another name of Allah for magnificent, but this is not the same. Khabir is not the same as that. Important is not the same either. Impressive. Impressive is the better explanation. Somebody's going to read what impressive means. Come on, people, let's move.
I'll read it.
Go ahead.
Impressive means having the ability to impress the mind, arousing admiration, awe, respect, and moving admirable.
Look how she broke it down, Layli. When it comes to English, especially American English, has to be broken down like she did. To be impressive, this is able to move the mind, able to strike a person's thoughts, their mind. Read it again. Listen closely on Facebook. Read it again.
It means, hold up, having the ability to impress the mind, arousing admiration, awe, respect, and moving admirable.
Awe and respect. To be impressive. This is a person that can move your mind. This is a person that if you look at them in awe and in respect, with respect. Does everybody understand what impressive means? Is there anybody confused on the meaning of this word impressive? Because when I ask for y'all to give me examples, you got to know what impressive means. Everybody together on this. Let me make this typing a little different for y'all too, so I can put it all on here and make it all the same size, 13. Let me make this smaller too. Hold on. Go to this. Put it on Bancroft and make it all 14. Okay, make it all 18. Okay. To be the most grand, that means to be the most impressive. A person who's impressive is a person that has the ability to move your mind. They can move your heart too. They bring about respect from you. When you are around that person, you cannot help but feel respect and to feel that you are honored to be in that person's presence. Do you guys understand what AlKabeer means? To be the most impressive. A lot of you go and you watch stuff on TV. A lot of the kids watch these magicians on TV and it seems like they make things disappear and appear. That's impressive. Well, Allah is more impressive than that. You come to this class, you learn something from me that you never knew before. You are impressed. I moved your mind. Well, Allah can move your mind better, much better than Layla can. And also he can move your heart. He can make you feel. A lot of people are listening to diyas such as me. We have to know how to move your heart, make you feel love, make you feel hope, make you feel fear. Where Allah can move your heart even more than that. That's impressive. Everybody got it? Okay. So, who can think?
Now let me get clear. So impressive means he can touch you.
Exactly. In plain, simple, grassroots American English. To be impressed means you are touched. You are touched in ways that you never thought possible. That's grassroots, break it down English. In fact, let me write that down. Okay. The ability to touch a person, wait a minute, in ways unimaginable. And by the way, guys, I ordered some groceries. So they getting ready to come up the steps. So I'll be, don't let me not get up and get these groceries when they come. They always come when I'm teaching. Okay, so a person that has the ability to impress. This is a person that has the ability to touch you in ways that are unimaginable. Does everybody understand that? They can move you in ways unimaginable. They can cause your mind to think in ways unimaginable. Your heart to feel things it never thought it could feel. You never thought you could feel empathy. You never thought you could feel sorry for somebody. You never thought you could care about what happens in the world. Well, that's impressive. Allah is the impressor, the one who can impress. Okay, so now that we've just broke it down, the next thing is, how does Allah show us that he has the ability to touch you in ways unimaginable? Thank you with that too. I'm gonna use Amina's breakdown because that's even more simple. I wish this font would stay off of going to this. It keeps going to this font that I'm trying not to use. Okay, so how does Allah show us that he has the ability to touch us in ways unimaginable? Anyone like to start us off? Who's going to start us off with an example?
I'll try, inshallah. The fact that he created the earth and it's rounded and we're living on it, it's moving and we cannot feel it. The fact that he created the sky and it looks so close yet no matter how much you travel with an airplane, you can never catch it and there is no pillar holding it down.
Okay, that's impressive. She gave two beautiful examples. Let's see how we can word that to put it all together. Okay. By creating his creations in ways that cannot be duplicated by man or any other being. Okay, that covers the mountains, that covers the way you and I are created, that covers the sky, the earth, the moon. When we look at the creations of Allah, they're all impressive. Look at the cat, look at the dog, look at a cockroach. Everything is different and impressive. They're living, they're breathing beings. And then other creatures don't have to breathe, but they're living, like the trees, the flowers. This is impressive. This is striking us in ways unimaginable. So how does Allah show us that he has the ability to touch us in ways unimaginable? One example is through his creations. By creating his creations in ways that cannot be duplicated by man or any other being. Good job. Okay, let's see what Nadia wrote on Facebook. Nadia said, by telling us in the Quran, no, that's not right. That's not a good example. By telling us in the Quran, no. I want you to look around, Nadia. Look at Allah's creation. Look at everything about you, me, and our existence. And tell me how our existence is more impressive than anything else. Okay, go ahead. Good job, AlKabeer. Anybody else? Allah is AlKabeer. AlKabeer, the most grand, the most impressive. He has the ability to touch a person in ways unimaginable. How does he show us this?
Inshallah, can I try one more?
No, you did one. I want somebody else now. I don't want the same people. No, we got to get the rest of these people going.
I'm gonna try one. I'm not sure if it relates to it though.
Don't, and I'm gonna tell y'all, don't get on this mic with that weakness. Layla Nashiba ain't weak. Sheikh Morsi ain't weak. Dr. Asim ain't weak. Karadari ain't weak. We all have certainty of faith. Y'all, my students, y'all better get over that shy weakness. That's why I don't use that other program. It'll take y'all backwards. Okay, so get that certainty of faith. You ain't got to come in here with no flimsy excuses. Just say, Sister Layla, let me try. And that's it, because you're learning. You're trying to learn. Go ahead.
Okay. I said Allah shows us that he's grand through the impressive advices and life lessons he tells us in the Quran, because he kind of like, he arouses the emotions, whether it's fear, hope, love. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute, guys, hold on. They left my food outside the door. Hold on, keep thinking about that, Malion. Let me get my stuff for somebody's tea. Girl, why is she not on the door? That lady said she knocked on my door. I didn't hear her knock, but at least I got the stuff. Okay, so go with your answer again. Now I can pay attention instead of trying to listen for her. Okay, go ahead. What's the example again?
Okay, I said Allah shows us that he's grand through the impressive advices and life lessons that he teaches us in the Quran, because he triggers a person's emotions, whether it's fear, hope, a sense of love, bravery. Not really.
Okay. The way in which Allah speaks to us I'm trying to reword it and make it in a good way too, that'll cover all that you said. The way in which Allah speaks to us and advises us as to what is best for us in life. I could say that. Was that covered, Malion?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, they covered it.
The way in which Allah speaks and advises us. The way in which Allah speaks and advises us as to what is best for us in life. That's impressive. No one can give better advice to you or me other than Allah. He tells us how to avoid things. He tells us how to avoid his anger. The fact that, he tells us what to do in sickness, what to do when viruses come. Take the treatment. What to do when you get sick. He says, go seek a doctor. Subhanallah, this is impressive how he has the ability to advise us as to what is best for us in our life. Go ahead. Good job. Anyone else?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Allah shows us that he has the ability to touch us in ways unimaginable by how he brings life into the world and also causes death.
Something different, because you know what a kafir say? I can give life and death too. Let me get my gun and show you right quick. Something else. Don't fall back on the life-death kick. Y'all did that yesterday too. I tell you guys, you have to have insight. You have to think outside the box to understand the law, because we'll never understand him. So you got to look outside the box. You can't look at, you got to be able to see beyond the surface. And the hypocrites, they'll play with you. Oh, I can give life and death. I let you live. And now I'm getting ready to take your life. Bam. No, give me something else. Something outside the box. Anyone else? There's a lot of y'all in here, 26 people in this Zoom room. Let's get on the mic and get busy. Sister Amina Fresno, do you have an example? You probably do.
No.
Because I can clean it up for you.
It's hard.
Not hard. Don't tell yourself this is hard when you've made such good progress with this.
I'm trying to get it clear in
Look
my
how
head.
you
I
broke
said,
down the meaning. You
yeah,
broke
no,
that meaning down. So go ahead and girl, you got a million answers. Go ahead. I'll clean it up.
wait a minute. I was thinking the way that he
Oops, I'm sorry.
touches people to make them feel certain ways.
Yeah, that's what she wrote. By speaking and advising us as to what is best for us in life, that kind of falls in that. But there's other things too. Come on, you cover some more. I kind of lost my track. I had one in my mind and just lost it. Sitting here making a mess on my clothes.
Okay, let me just try to keep thinking.
Anybody else?
Can I add another one to
Okay.
it?
No, for those
ahead.
of you who've already had a chance, don't put no more in here. I want to get to these other 26 people who are just sitting here being lumps on a log.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
How
Brother
about-
Ahmad.
oh.
Brother Ahmad got an answer here. He said, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look on Facebook. How does Allah show us he's AlKabeer, that he is the most impressive? By not allowing anyone to cause harm to you unless he allows it. There you go. See that, Fresno? By not allowing anything, good or bad, to touch you unless he allows it. Good job, Brother Ahmad. You got it. Good job. See that? That's impressive. Those of you who have not yet taken the coronavirus shot, you all know I'm going to speak about this until hell freezes over, because that's my job as a dyer. A lot of you that have not who call yourselves Muslims, you say y'all believe in Allah, but you question him. You don't believe in him. Allah said that he sends the virus. And he told us why he sends it. He said, I will always send viruses. This ain't the first virus. The bubonic plague was a virus. Tuberculosis was a virus. My God, didn't y'all ever hear of syphilis and gonorrhea? All that stuff. Whooping cough. Mononucleosis. Allah says, I send viruses, and I'll always send them. I send them because this is my way of cleansing the earth of corrupt, bad people. And I also send them because it's my way of seeing who of you Muslims, which of you Muslims do believe in me. Those of you who do believe in me will do what I told you to do when I send the virus. Those of you who are hypocrites will do like the Jews and come up with a bunch of flimsy conspiracy theories as to why you ain't gonna do it. And he said, whenever I send a virus, I always send a treatment. He sent the treatment for the bubonic plague. He sent the treatment for syphilis, gonorrhea. He sent the treatment for whooping cough. He sent the treatment for tuberculosis. He sent the treatment for the flu. He sends the treatments. He says, so I'm never going to send you a virus without sending you a treatment. So just take the treatment. And maybe y'all will make me happy and I'll send you a cure. The people took the treatment for gonorrhea and then he sent the cure for gonorrhea. The people took the treatment for whooping cough and he sent the cure for whooping cough. The people took the treatment for tuberculosis and he sent the cure for tuberculosis. Hello? That's what he says in the Quran. But look how many of you Muslims still ain't took the vaccine. You don't even take the flu shot vaccine problem. You people got problems. I take all my shots. Hello? So again, you know, this is impressive. This is impressive. Allah is not going to allow any harm or anything good to happen to you unless he allows it. That's why he sent this coronavirus here. He letting you see it ain't going nowhere. He gonna keep on sending variant after variant after variant till y'all realize he's la ilaha illallah, that he's in control. He is the master conspirator. Can't no government conspire against the law. Can't no human being conspire against him until you people who call yourselves Muslims understand that he gonna keep those variants coming. Because statistics is showing that most of the people in America that ain't taking the shot are Muslims. Shame on you people. With your conspiracy government theories, who you think you are? You ain't nobody that's worthy of being conspired against. The government wouldn't they waste their time with a peasant like half of y'all. You're too ignorant. You won't even get the flu shot or the COVID shot. So why would he conspire against you? You ain't no threat to the government. You Muslims here ain't no threat to nobody. You're too stupid to be a threat. Okay? So this is impressive. And even those of us who do get the shot, look how many of us who have had the vaccine, we're still getting the COVID too. We're not sick like you guys who won't take it are. We ain't dying like y'all may. But that's Allah still showing he's in control. That's impressive. Do what he says do. You can't say, well, everything that happens is decreed by Allah, so I'm not going to take the shot. I'm just going to leave it in the hands of Allah. No. And that's not tying your camel either. Tying your camel is doing everything that Allah said do until there's nothing else left to be done. You can't say that whatever's going to happen is going to happen, you know, and you ain't did nothing to prepare for it. Like those idiots, those hypocrites during the time of the prophet. One day the prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came outside the mosque, and there was a group of men with the leader of the hypocrites sitting there talking about, well, what's the point in praying? What's the point in fasting? What's the point in doing good deeds if everything is determined by Allah anyway? That's a hypocritical statement to make. And you call yourself a believing Muslim, but there's a lot of Muslims saying that, well, whatever gonna be, gonna be. Yeah, what's gonna be is you in hell because you didn't do what Allah said do, which is take the treatment, take the precautions. SubhanAllah, we are so lost as a nation. And like I said, so ignorant. Why would the government conspire against you Muslims here when you are too stupid? You are not a threat to nobody. Good Lord. All right, so that's impressive. Good job, Brother Ahmad. By not allowing anything good or bad to touch you, unless he allows it, that's how he shows us he is AlKabeer. He is AlKabeer, the most grand, the most impressive. No one can out-top him. Some people get corona and live, and others die. Allah's in control of that, not you, not me. But the ones that's dying are the ones that didn't do what he said do, which is take the shots. The people that had the shots ain't dying. It's you, the hard-headed ones that's croaking and probably getting beat in the head by Nakia in that grave. All right. So good job, Emma. Give me another example. Who can come up with? We got 1, 2, 3. We need 2 more. Go ahead. Who is this?
One. Samira.
Okay.
When Allah wants something to happen or he wants something to exist, he just says be, or he just says be, or
that really
makes that thing happen.
That basically goes in the category of not allowing anything good or bad. We already said don't repeat.
Okay.
When we said allowing anything good or bad, that's the same thing. Come on, guys. I just remembered what I was going to say. Anything else? Come on, guys. Show what else is impressive about Allah?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wait a minute. Who's different? Who's that? Lucy?
Yes.
Go ahead.
How about this? He can touch the heart of a person that's hard and doesn't want to believe in him, but he can show him that there is a situation in his life that he has to call on him.
That's still anything good or bad. Same category. Something different. That still falls on by not allowing anything good or bad to touch you unless he allows it. Come on, guys. Something different. Think outside the box.
I'll give it a try.
Go ahead.
Allah is impressive by knowing what truly lies in our hearts.
That's too much of a cop-out. Get out of that, guys. Think outside the box. Don't give me the violins. We don't want to hear music ain't good for you. Y'all know that. I don't need no violins and no symphony in here trying to make somebody. No, y'all got to think out that box like Meleun did. Y'all got to think out that box like Umi Barrow did. Y'all got to think out that box like Amina Fresno did when she broke that meaning down to y'all. Hello, it ain't no little short, little skippity skip Jackie Jill. Come on, give me, I got one on my mind that I can't believe y'all didn't mention. Come on, another one. Think about this religion. Think about Allah. How does he show us that he is the most impressive? More impressive than anyone or anything you know. Look at your life. By creating his creation in ways that cannot be duplicated. By speaking and advising us as to what is best for us in life. By not allowing anything good or bad to touch us unless he wills it. Okay, Sister Israel, your answer, is that about Allah or you? We want to know, how does Allah show us every day that he is most impressive, even more impressive than you? I noticed, Israel, you struggle with this class. I just realized when I was teachers before, Israel struggled.
We're all struggling.
But no, Norto usually gets it.
Okay, let me try one more.
But Norto, you usually get it. I'm surprised at you today. You need to get up on.
Now let me try it one more time.
Go ahead.
I have like a list. Because some of the things on my list, some people already said, you know.
I know, yeah.
One thing I will say is Allah is impressive in the way he answers our prayers when we need him most.
Guys, can y'all get up out of the symphony? A kafir can make up answers like that. I want y'all to think about outside the box. This is what the prophet had the companions do. He said, don't look beneath that. Don't be narrow-minded, guys. He used to tell the companions, widen your mindset. Think outside the box. Look around you. We covered the creation. We covered speaking and advising. We covered good and bad. Come on, guys, there's so much other stuff.
Hello?
What's up with you, Terry? You've been gone and now it's all about, hey, what's up? Hello. Fries come with that shake. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Go ahead, Terry.
Allah shows us He is the most grand by how He gives us the strength and comfort that we need through the most difficult trials and calamities we face in
Hello.
life.
See how he's thinking outside the box by giving, which is what you were trying to say, Norto, but you should have worded it better. By giving us strength. And means when we least expect it. There's so much more you can say with that. Good Lord. Why come ain't nobody else thinking of this stuff? This is the obvious stuff. Come on, guys. But it ain't that la stuff. Come on. Good job, Terry. Allah shows us He is the most impressive by giving us strength and means when we least expect it, by not allowing anything good or bad to touch us unless He allows it. By speaking and advising us as to what's best for us in life, by creating His creations in ways that we cannot even duplicate. Come on, one more, guys. Good job, Terry. One more. Yeah, Sister Sauter, we already did the sky. That's the creation. That's good. We already covered that. One more, guys. I mean, you got one. Y'all didn't mention the one I had in my mind. Do y'all think it's impressive? This is so obvious. Nowadays, there are so many Muslims out there that's quick to shoot down women. Look at me. Do you know how many men out there would shoot me down and say I'm going to hell because I have on this beautiful red color, because I'm beautiful to look at, because I'm educated? What's impressive? I'm trying to give y'all a clue for something y'all ain't even mentioned. That's just right underneath your nose. What's impressive about this? All these men that would tell me that I'm going to go to hell because I got on red. I'm going to hell because I have on lipstick. I'm going to hell because I'm speaking on the internet. What's impressive about that? That shows where man is deficient. Man is deficient in this, but Allah is impressive in it. What am I speaking about, Fresno? You know, man is deficient, and he proves his deficiency by saying that Layla Nashiba's going to hell because she got on red, and because she's beautiful, and because she's teaching publicly. But Allah impresses us. He's the one that's impressive. How does He impress us in this, Sister Amina Fresno? Nobody mentioned that.
It's impressive in the way that you know your Tao and they just improvise on what they know.
No, that's not it. Amina. Go ahead, Habiba. Go ahead. Well, come on, guys. Anybody hitting it?
It's impressive because only Allah has the right to make things lawful and unlawful.
Exactly. And Allah impresses us by not making anything haram that was good. That's impressive, that everything lawful is good and clean, and everything haram is bad and dirty. Why didn't you think of that, Isra? Why didn't none of y'all think of that? And all it takes is common sense to figure out how am I supposed to believe that I'm going to hell because I'm beautiful? Allah gave me this face. You brothers out there, thanks to the coronavirus, you get to experience covering your face. For centuries, a lot of fanatical men have been telling Muslim women they have to cover their face. People like me been telling you you're a liar. Nowhere does Allah say that. Allah would never impose a law that oppressive. And you see how it feels. If I walked around with a mask on, you can't even wear a mask for 24 hours. But you telling women to go around in a mask all their life. Allah doesn't make laws like that are oppressive. Allah doesn't make rules that would end up hurting us. That's impressive. Only you men come up with that crap. And since Corona's here, every woman on this planet should see that you ain't got to cover your face, because it's impossible to walk around with your face covered like that without it breaking out, without you having asthmatic problems. There's women like me who have asthma. I can't wear my mask longer than 14 hours without going into an attack. And if it's too hot outside, you know, I don't go out the house because I can't put that mask on. So that's impressive to see that Allah has not made any laws that were for our detriment. It's impressive to see that Allah knows best what's good for us, what's bad for us, and all that. I'm supposed to hate myself because God made me beautiful? Are you out your mind, dude? Get a life. I'm supposed to think that I got, because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to be ugly and wear black? Are you out your mind? Black attracts the heat, idiot. Y'all get it? So why come none of y'all thought of that answer? You know, what's impressive? How does Allah show us he is AlKabeer? By not imposing any laws or the lawful and unlawful upon us. That is incorrect. That's impressive, because man does it all the time. Man can make up his own rules and laws and guidelines that can end up killing you. But Allah didn't do that. Okay, so you guys are struggling with this today. That's 5 answers. I had to give you the last one. I don't know why y'all didn't think of that. So AlKabeer. Let me move this up so y'all can see it a little bit better. Make this one smaller so y'all can see it. Okay, and move this up. Allah shows us he is AlKabeer by creating his creations in ways that cannot be duplicated, by speaking and advising us as to what is best for us in life, by not allowing anything good or bad to touch us, unless he allows it, by giving us strength and the means when we least expect it, and by not imposing any laws or the unlawful and lawful upon us that is not correct. Okay, so now how can we take these 5 things here, these 5 examples here, and turn them into attributes for ourselves? Who'd like to start us off? How to incorporate these into attributes for ourselves. That's how you do it. We're supposed to take the names of Allah and make them attributes for ourselves. Come on, guys, who want to start us off? Take any one of these 5.
I'll take the first one.
Go ahead.
By creating his creation in ways that cannot be duplicated by man or any other being. How I would incorporate this is by taking the things he created and making use of it, such as the animals, like we use it for food and clothing.
By making use of Allah's creations. Girl, I thought you was going to go a different way with that answer, but we can do it. This is the weak way, but I thought you would say something else that's better. But okay, I'll put this one, but it's weak. By making use of Allah's creations without transgressing his limits. Okay, now that's out the way. I don't want to hear nothing else about nature. Anybody else?
Can I add on to that one?
What?
The first one?
Yeah, I mean, what would you add?
Oh, okay. By creating his creations in ways that cannot be duplicated by men or any other being, I would, create my own different forms of like good deeds.
That's what I was
like
looking for.
mimicking.
Thank you. This was see, your answer was a cop-out, Norto. Listen to Amelion. Go ahead, Amelion, say it again.
I would do that by creating different, forms of good deeds that's does not like copy off everyone else's, like
by being unique, by racing. Allah says race, compete with each other. By competing with others in performance of the deeds that are pleasing to Allah. That was my answer. That's out the box, Norto. Anybody can say, "Oh, we just gonna make use of food." Girl, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna be by being unique. Wait a minute. You put that on here too. Excuse me, I got this stuff caught in my throat. This coffee. I need my water. Hold on. Sitting here drinking this coffee, and the powder ain't even stirred up. Now it's coffee. Okay. Allah created his creation in ways that cannot be duplicated by man. How can I make use of that? Melion said by being unique in competing with others in performing the deeds that are pleasing to Allah. Good job. In performing the deeds that are pleasing to Allah. She's going to compete. Allah says compete with one another when it comes to doing good deeds. That's one of the few times that competition is best for us. I want to be the first. I was the first person to start voice chat on the internet back in 1986. I wanted to be the first to do internet, teach dawah on the internet, and I was the first. This website was the first voice over chat technology teaching Islam. Okay, be the first, compete with each other, and race in doing good deeds for Allah. Good job. Anybody else? And so I don't want to hear no answers about creation. We threw Norto's weak answer up there, so I don't want to hear nothing else about the birds and the bees and the palm trees and all that garbage. We done. Now, take another one.
I'm going to take by not allowing anything good or bad to touch you unless he allows. By understanding
how to incorporate this as an attribute for yourself.
Yes, by staying away from that which is unlawful and making sure I stay close to that which is lawful when it comes down to being around humans.
Okay. By staying away, good job, from that which is unlawful and surrounding myself with strong, righteous others, so as not to fall into that which is bad, and to be encouraged to do that which is good. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us, he told us to be careful who we surround ourselves with. Okay, surround yourself with righteous, good Muslims. because they will encourage you to do good. They will make you want to become better. Okay? And stay away from weak, bad Muslims, because all they will do is make you become like them. So the simple fact that Allah shows us he is AlKabeer by not allowing anything good or bad to touch us unless he wills it, you want to do the things that'll make him happy. So he wouldn't want to have anything bad happen to you. The fact that you're surrounded by good people and you're doing good deeds, he's not going to want anything bad to harm you. But if you're slipping and sliding, oh yeah, he can make all kind of stuff happen that you don't want. Okay, good job. Anybody else? Take another one. Another one of the ones given above. Okay, who is that? Whoever that is on the mic, your internet is too bad. You're breaking in and out. We can't even understand you. So somebody else. Somebody else. Whoever that was, internet is so bad, there ain't nobody that understand it. Why waste the time?
Okay, I'm
Somebody
gonna take by imposing any law or the unlawful upon us. I would say that I would incorporate this by myself, not trying to impose anything that I'm not sure of on anyone else.
That's the type of answers we supposed to give.
Alhamdulillah.
We will not impose laws, conditions. That's the type of answers all these should have been. We will not impose laws, conditions, or say things are lawful or not without having proof from a law of it. And this is a big problem today. You know, a lot of women suffer with self-esteem issues and they end up hating women like me. Why is it that my website's not filled with women? I am a female dyer. You would think I'd have about 3,000 women in here learning from me. I don't. Because of this female jealousy. They've been broken by men who want them to think that, oh, you're supposed to be ugly. You're not supposed to wear colors. You're not supposed to have knowledge. So when they do meet a woman like me who is different, because I don't look like those other female dyers that's famous. They don't dress like me. They don't look like me. So they think, well, I shouldn't be around her. You know, you put that perception in these broken women's minds. And they should be in here learning from me, not sitting around listening to how to be a mom and how to raise babies, okay? And the psychology of things and the political situation in America. That's the crap they listening to. That ain't got nothing to do with them getting into paradise. They need to have their aqidah in check. But I don't have no women in here. I only got 20 people, my regulars. Because most women are intimidated by me and they're jealous and don't want to learn from me. I look too good to them. Okay? And I know what I'm talking about. My voice is too correct. Okay? Hello. Women, y'all need to wake up. Okay, so how can we implement this? By not imposing laws, conditions, or saying things are lawful or not without having proof from a law. Good job. Anyone else? Give me another one. We got one more that y'all didn't do. Which one?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Is it the one that's by giving us strength and means when we least expect it? For that, I would say that by staying firm upon the deen and remaining strong in our faith despite what we face in life, because we know that Allah will always open doors we could never imagine for us.
Okay, good job. We will stick to the laws and rules of Allah, and follow his guidance, even if we don't understand these things. simply because we know that he is in charge and he knows what is best, and he is the most, he is more impressive and grander than anyone else. Good job. Good job. So now let's put it all together. Allah, he is AlKabeer. AlKabeer, he is the most grand, the most impressive. He has the ability to touch a person in ways unimaginable. How does Allah show us that he has this ability? By creating his creations in ways that cannot be duplicated, and by speaking and advising us as to what's best for us in life. Also, by not allowing anything good or bad to touch us unless he allows it, and by giving us the strength and means we need when we least expect it, and by not imposing any laws or anything lawful or unlawful upon us that is oppressive or incorrect. So now, how can we incorporate these proofs as attributes for ourselves? How can we make ourselves become servants of the one who is most grand, the one who is most impressive? Well, by making use of Allah's creations without transgressing his limits, by being unique in competing with others, in performing the deeds that are pleasing to him, by staying away from that which is unlawful and surrounding ourselves with strong, righteous others so as not to fall into that which is bad, and be encouraged to do that which is good, and by not imposing laws or conditions or saying things are lawful or not without having proof from Allah of it, and also by sticking to the laws and rules of Allah and following his guidance, even if we don't understand them, simply because we know that he is in charge and we know that he knows what's best for us and that he is the most impressive and more grander than anyone else, subhanAllah. That is how you break down the names of Allah. That is how you take the names of Allah and incorporate them as attributes for yourselves. You guys struggled with this, but you did good. You finally got through with it. Okay, I want y'all to work on this a little bit more. I mean, this is difficult for a lot of you still. I can see the growth with some of you, but some of you have struggled in the past and you're still struggling now. Okay, but mashallah, we finally got through it. Again, once we take these attributes and apply them to ourselves, guys, then you wouldn't be afraid. You know what to do. Since this is COVID, you'd go get the shot and just say, I did what Allah said do. Now you can say, I'm putting it in the hands of Allah. After you do what Allah says do, and make sure everyone else in your family does what Allah says do, only then can you say, I put it in Allah's hands. Y'all understand that? You have to obey Allah first. And once you obey him, then you can say, now it's in his hands. So you Muslims out there who have not had that vaccine, y'all better get up off y'all behinds and take your husbands, your wives, and whoever else that meets the age to get it done in your family. And then you can say, now I put it in the hands of Allah. But if your husband ain't had the shot and you did, or you got a child that's old enough to get the shot and you won't take him, but you did, then you can't say I'm putting it in Allah's hands because you still didn't obey Allah. Obey Allah first, then put it in his hands. Everybody get that? Okay, we're going to stop right here for today. Supana kala huma wa bihamdika, ashadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa